market goes down another percent and almost in half. So we talked about this yesterday, gang. We have SPY now in my free money box. Okay, why is that? Look at this. So it's been breaking support, guys, and then now this was a major support here for SPY, and we went under. So now I could see SPY coming back down to about 416, 410 area like we talked about. And sure enough, it's starting to happen. Look at these large red candles. The sell-off is for real. VIX got up to 21.69. Actually ended up positive at the end of the day. You know what that means. Anything that closes positive will continue to grow. Okay, so SPY is still in a downtrend, guys. So let's see what happens this weekend with all the news. But for now, SPY is headed down. All right, so one more validation for you guys in here. If you guys are familiar with the volume profiles, okay, we fell from these shelves and we continue to fall. And then now, if you see, this was the point of control. And if you guys don't understand what VRVP is, take my courses. I'm going to leave you a link below, guys. So these are shelves of buys and sells, okay? And you see how the shelves are smaller and smaller, especially in this area, and right in here around 416 this can find a support, like I said, right around 410, because that's where the volume profile starts getting bigger. But after that, whoops, watch out, guys. So keep an eye on that. If you are short SPY, good for you. And now, what about Tessie? Tessie, my baby. I love Tesla. Okay, Tesla is all over the world doing circles, but look at this. What we have here is a head and shoulder pattern. We did break the neckline, and now the measured move, in my opinion, guys, we're probably going to see 195, 190. Okay, look at these candles here. Okay, so now one of the things I've done here for you guys, okay, I do all the heavy lifting. If you guys want to come hang out at the bull ring, we have a chat room. It's for free. Hit me up in the comments. Let's look at that candle there. Look at the candle up here. Okay, do they look like they're twinning? Look what happened after that candle, guys. Boom, kept going down. Okay, so looking at candles, and I know there's a lot of charts out there and people say, oh, that's a rising star or a shooting star, or that's this, that's that. Okay, that's all cool, but I would not base my strategy on day trading based off these candles. Okay, but it is good to look at patterns on bullish and bearish candles. So we do have a bearish pattern here with Tesla. All right, now we're going to go through a little confirmation with Tesla. Okay, this was the neckline, and you can see that volume profile. Okay, we have fallen, and look at these shelves. They are small shelves, small, all the way to 168. I'm saying 190 for now, guys, but look at that. That's not looking good for Tesla. Okay, I'm going to add a little bit more data in there. If you know how to use this indicator, the more data you add in there, the better the shelves is going to give you. Now, you don't want to go past a year. Okay, but we do see support here. 182 level, 196 level. And this is what we're calling right over here. Because look at this big old gap in here. Okay, and that's where Tesla lost it. And there is no buy orders to protect it. So I think Tesla is going to see another round. Maybe a couple days, right? Because Tesla, if you guys know what an ATR is, average true range, Tesla's average true range is around 10, maybe $11 a day. So it'll take 2 days for it to go down to about that price. All right, so let's go ahead and check that average true range. And sure enough, it is $11 for Tesla. So I can see this going on for 2 days. Okay, it used to be around $11.71, and look it up here. Last one Tesla was moving about $20 a day. Now, if you guys, I'm gonna give you a little bit of tips, okay? If you guys really are into the market, okay, if you want to know when the market is going bearish, okay, one of the clues is when the ATR is headed down. So it used to trade about $22 a day. went down, came back up to 20, and then now we're at 11. Okay, so those are signs that the market is headed down, guys, because the ATR starts going down. That means that the buys and sells are decreasing as well, or there's sell-offs going on. So keep an eye on that. So a couple more days for Tesla. And if you guys remember my previous video, I said if Google breaks that line, okay, we are headed again into the free money zone. And here we are, our little minion saying, pick me, pick me. So now we have something dangerous that could be happening here, because Google found support at about 136.25. Okay, the next support is going to be about 134. Okay, Google dropping $2 is a big deal, guys. If you follow the stock market, this is one of the biggest market caps out there. And when it falls, let me switch this over. When it falls, okay, the market follows. Okay, so now let's take a look at Google's volume profile, see what that looks like. All right, so now we see Google gave up this shelf here and continued down. And look at all these shelves, guys. Like, there is no orders here to protect Google. People are not buying it in this area. Here, lots of orders. Okay, if you're going to short, it's going to take a while to get through the shelf. So 131. So I'm going to lower this down, guys, to about 131. We'll do 131 and a half. Okay. We should see Google continue to drop. Now, what does that mean for you? That means that if you're bullish on buying stocks, okay, if you wanted to go long, I'd wait. Okay. Wait for this pattern to stop. Okay. Google is in a downtrend and doesn't have a lot of support. So keep an eye on that. All right, here we have Meta. Okay, if you guys saw my previous video, we had talked about shorting Meta right in here. And sure enough, if you're in the bull ring, that's exactly what we did. Look at that. It was a nice little drop from 299 to about 287. Okay, not a bad day for a scalp. And you see that we had drawn out Meta's resistance here on the way down, where it kept hitting our line. And at some point, right, this is 4 points, and usually it's 1, 2, 3, and then boom, go. And that's what happened with Meta. There's other ways you guys can catch this. If you are trading and you want to learn this stuff, I've got courses, but I'm going to show you one of the deals here. You can take one of the bottoms, okay, of the stock, and then you can draw out your wedge. You guys see I already have that top line set up. Okay, and you can see, let me move my arrow. You can see if you would have did a wedge just to check out what's going on, once it pops, this at least gives you a range where it's going to go. And you can see, okay, that the range, it actually beat the range. All right, now some people, okay, and I've talked to some serious experienced traders, guys. Okay, some people say that that measured move, okay, you guys can see there's a consolidation area there. Get rid of this. Some of the more veteran traders tell me that the measured move should happen after consolidation, and you can see that that kind of makes sense, right? So it consolidated across, and once they got out of that resistance, okay, now when I put the measured move up there, that makes a lot of sense. So either way, guys, you need tools, you need education. If you guys are going to be playing in the stock market, understand what's going on with your trades. Let's look at Meta's volume profile. We can see that Meta, okay, is in a support area almost right in here. So we see the first shelf worked at support, but it could work through a few of these shelves just because of the market selling off. It might start selling off. If you guys want to learn more about this, you'll know that computers are selling off, and sometimes they sell off based off the VIX or VIX and what it's doing. Okay, so speaking of the devil, let's go take a look at the VIX. And you can see here the VIX. So what I did, guys, is I was looking at the VIX, and I looked at couple things here. So on the VIX, we can see that we have support on the way up. So I'm not counting the VIX out until VIX gets in here. Okay. So once VIX gets past that support line, as a matter of fact, I'm going to leave this here and I want to see if it makes it down into that circle. Okay. And we'll expand this a little bit so you guys can see. So we have support here. We're going to highlight that a little bit more. Okay. And one of the things that I saw is that VIX actually has a make or break area. Okay. And this was it here. This was support, also support on the RSI, and it actually bounced off of there and continued on its way up. So if you guys are planning to buy stocks, like I said, be careful. The VIX is strong with the force right now. So let's see what happens on Monday. I think we continue to fall a little bit, but maybe 1 or 2 more days, and I think that we'll start seeing a bottom in the market, unless we have some ugly news. A few mentions here, guys. We do have Amazon, and Amazon continues in a downtrend. So if I take my beautiful regression channel here, you can see it actually fell below the midline. Okay. Let's see if it's going to have a bounce here. But if you're into Amazon, Amazon is down 2.5%. I'm not sure if it had any big news, but it's still in a downtrend as well. Let's take a look at Microsoft. So Microsoft is one of the ones that was bullish there for a while. And sure enough, we are starting to see that it is fighting and fighting. And if I turn on the volume profile, guys, you see that Microsoft is right under the point of control. So point of control is where all the orders are at, and they're controlling what's going on, and or the majority of the orders are going on. So you can see that it got rejected once there, and now it had another rejection. And if I know how to do charts, I will tell you that this is the current rejection line. Okay, originally it was here, it popped out. And if you guys know me, okay, I'm going to show you something. That's the original resistance line, and this is what I call a fake out. I have a video on fake outs. If you guys want to go check it out, I posted it up about a week ago. Okay, nice music on there, but you can see there that Microsoft had a little fake out, and it looks like it might be going down. Now another thing I can look at here is say, okay, well, maybe this is going to happen, but this was a resistance. Now it came out. So there's a lot of possibilities here, but what I can tell you is that it does have a lot of resistance. And if you guys understand charts, okay, there's another thing you should look at right in here. Okay, we have a very famous pattern that a lot of folks actually bet on. Okay, and this is what they call a double top. Okay, so we have resistance twice, and I'm going to show you guys, okay, kind of like what I teach in the courses, and show you the resistance area. Make this a lot brighter for you. So what happens here is once we hit that double top, we're going to take a measured move here. Okay, and if this plays out, which it looks like it is playing out, okay, Microsoft can see 278. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and leave that there, just so that we can check it out day by day. But we do have a double top pattern. Let's see what Microsoft does in the next week or so. I'm thinking it's still going to go down. If it falls under this shelf, look at that candle right there. Definitely can see the 280 areas. All right, we have last but not least, guys, QQQ. This is something that a lot of folks I know play. I particularly do not trade QQQ, but QQQ is doing something that is quite interesting to me now. Okay, And if you guys remember what this means here, right? See what we have? Look at those, look at that volume profile there. Okay. This is a danger zone for QQQ. For us in the bull ring, it means we have another free money zone, because if we get under this shelf, and it almost happened once right in here, okay, and now it's retesting, it's coming down, guys. Look at that. There's nothing here to protect QQQ, and everything in this pattern is just looking bearish all the way down. Okay, now some people like to draw out, and you know, bearish is bearish, and you know, it doesn't have to be the perfect chart, but I've seen people draw like this, and that's kind of cool, right? If you guys are familiar with what I'm doing, okay, this is considered a head and shoulders. Now, if you have trading view, okay, really easy to learn how to do this. Okay, if you want help, I can help you guys. Okay, so this is just another pattern that we can draw out and say, hey guys, besides that volume profile, oops, sorry about that, let me try this again. So besides that volume profile, guys, here's what we see, right? And this is perfectly fine. If you guys understand, the head and shoulders is just basically a bearish pattern. Some people think it has to line up 100%. No, it doesn't. Okay, all you have to do is draw these lines up here, kind of like what I did. There's a head, there's a left shoulder, and then there's a right shoulder, and then we can take our measured move. If the stock breaks the neckline, guess where we're at? In the free money zone, guys. So now we have two patterns here that are telling us the same thing. We are in a very bearish pattern, okay? And another confirmation here is your volume profile, okay? Look at all this, guys. This is interesting that all the stocks are doing this, but this is normal. This is healthy. You buy, and at some point people want to sell it and make their profits. That's okay. The market will bounce back, and it will continue to go up. It always has, it always will. Okay, now I'm going to post a couple of videos for you guys this weekend. We're going to have a really nice new courses coming up, and if you guys are interested, guys, for $1 a day, I do all the heavy lifting for you. I give you this information in a private room, and you guys can ask all the questions you want, and I'm going to put up a coupon if you guys are interested in the courses. Okay, now for now, if you guys enjoyed the video, do me a favor and hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and then smash that little bell so you guys don't miss the next video. That way you get the notification of what's going on with the market. So until next video, guys, I'm wishing you a green day on Monday.